Okay, so those of you who are telling the story this morning, and for everyone, actually, this is like a transition lesson from Old Testament to the New Testament. So it's helping you understand how what's happening in Israel, so you can understand the next parts of the stories. Okay, so it's a transition lesson, and it's also telling about the prophecies as well. So these can be made boring, or you can make them interesting. It depends on the storyteller, right? You can make it as a list. The prophet Micah said this, the prophet this said that, the prophet this said this. Or you can say, did you know that the prophet Micah told us he would be born in the town of Bethlehem, even told which town he would be born in? See the difference? You can make it very boring, or you can make it very interesting. Because this is actually amazing that so many prophecies, these are just a very few of the prophecies about the Messiah, about the deliverer, and they all came true, every one of them. So, but that's not the part you're telling now. You're just telling what was told about the deliverer, okay? That he would heal people, that he would suffer and be rejected, and he would even die. So all these things are told about him, and so you can make it interesting, or you can make it very boring. Okay, so I'm hoping that you will choose how to make it interesting. Okay, so those of you who are telling this, I'm going to allow you to look at your notes sometimes if you need to, okay, for the list of the prophecies. But that doesn't mean you should be like this. Okay, those of you who are listening, evaluating, don't have them like this, okay? Only if they need it for their list. All right, so divide up into your teams now.
Gracious Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this time as we are going to tell a story and evaluate it. Please be with us and guide us. Especially Father, be with me so that I may tell story properly and it's according to you, so that it will be true to the Bible and it will be inspiring. Please be with each one of us, be with Sister Janu, be with Ratna Auntie, be with me, so that we may do according to your will. Everything we submit in your name. With this short prayer we ask in Jesus' name. Amen. So good morning. So today, how are you?
Yes, I'm good. My God's grace.
Good? Oh, today I want to tell you one very interesting story. And the story is about deliverer, coming deliverer. And you know, God has his follower, yes or not? They follow him, they worship him. They go and they pray to him. And he tells his followers that he will send a deliverer who will save them, he will protect them. And he told them when Adam and Eve, they sinned, that time he promised them that I will give you a deliverer. And they waited. And they was watching. They waited. Time passed by. When there was King David, God told him that he will send a deliverer in his descendant. And King David waited. And all the prophets also said same thing. But deliverer did not come yet. But God will send him in right time. And now, after many years, when God was talking all through the prophet, all the prophets, they were born in different time. They were not in same time, but they were different time. But they were telling about deliverer, and God wanted his people to know that when deliverer will come, how he will be. God wanted to tell them. Do you want to know? Yeah, we all want to know, yes or not? So that we may recognize him. And God also wanted them so that they may recognize him. When he comes, they may know that yes, he is our deliverer. And he told different thing to different prophets. You know, Isaiah, prophet Isaiah, God told him, and he said that deliverer will be King David's descendant. Yeah, King David also. God showed him that deliverer will be his descendant. And after that, God told to prophet Micah. You know prophet Micah? He told him that Jesus will, deliverer will born in a city called Bethlehem. So it was a very specific. And Hosea, God showed to him, and many times God revealed to prophet Isaiah that deliverer will come in among them, and he will deliver them. He will heal the sick. He will the lame people, no, they who cannot walk, yes or not, he will heal them, and he will make them see who are blind, no, who cannot see anything, who cannot hear, they cannot hear. So he will heal them also, and more than that, he will heal spiritually. So God had shown everything to them. And after many years come, you know Nebuchadnezzar's dream, there was a big statue, yes or not, and gold, silver, bronze. After that what comes? Iron. And it was the kingdom of Roman, and they rule over Israelite, and they were very strong that time. All the political things, all the administrator things, they took away. But there was priest, high priest, all the religious matter, he used to take care of that. And that time, to help him, there were some people, they are called scribes. Scribes, they will write down, they will copy Old Testament Bible. And there are other group of people like Pharisee and Sadducees. Pharisee, they believe that whatever written in Bible, they are true. They used to read, they used to study. Oh, wow, all these are true. And Sadducees, they don't believe everything. And all these leaders, they come together and they make law. And they sit, they study, and they reason. And they used to fight that this is the meaning of Bible. This mean this one. We have to follow this thing, and they make rule. And these together, no, this leader, they are called Sanhedrin. And people used to come to worship in synagogue. They used to reason together. They used to make rule, but they make such a rule they cannot themselves follow. And God was, you are making rule, but no, you don't follow at all. They themselves don't follow. And that's why he didn't send any prophet for 400 years. How many years? 400 years. And days was just going like this. It seems that God had forget them. There was no message at all. It was just going on. But in reality, did God forget them? No, God didn't forget them. God will send his deliverer on right time. And that right time will be very good. Happy, yes or not? Do you want deliverer? Yes, we all want deliverer, no? So, God will send on right time. Let's wait for him. Okay? Thank you so much.